Good day, merry meet. My name is Glennis and I am the Witch of Whitetail Hollow. Welcome. Hi, everybody. I hope everyone's doing very, very well. I want to thank you so much for joining me and indulging me. I know you guys are probably going to say, oh my gosh, I know we're quarantined, but this is a bit much. When will she ever stop? Well, I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. So this is I'm participating in a bit of a tag with Brittany at Palm Tree Bewitchery, and I know Vicky with on Lily Pad and a few others have participated, and I wanted to participate too. um, it's a series of 10 questions, and yes, I have my absolute my mask if I'm ready to go anywhere. But the reality is I really haven't been going anywhere, or been going very, very little. And from my understanding, and today is what believe the 3rd of April. It's Friday, 3rd of April, I think. Anyway, from my understanding, Texas is extending their work from home order for another month. And I mean, I realize April's pretty much gone, but now it looks like May is going to be so unfortunately or fortunately, I think you guys are going to be seeing me more often than not. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's healthy. I hope everyone's happy. Absolutely be happy. If you are here and if you are well, then you should be happy. Okay, I'll just put it to you like that. And you guys know my attitude. If my eyes open in the morning and my feet hit the ground, it's going to be an awesome day. So, but anyway, I digress, right? Um, the questions. The top 10 quarantine questions are: number one, the herb you have used the most during quarantine. Wow. Honestly, I wish I could say there was absolutely one that I've, micro focused on, and there really honestly hasn't. I have been using one um, quite a bit, and that's Quassia. Quassia is, of course, I just discussed that when the letter Q comes up in Herb Week, and I will absolutely show you how to use it, and it's up to you when, if you want to use it. But I have a feeling once you find out how to use it and how to work it, you're gonna want you want to corner the market on it and just keep it all for yourself. But it's something that for me is incredibly valuable. White magic, black magic, and everything in between I use it for. So there you go, Quassia. And number two is your favorite stone or crystal to use during quarantine. I don't really use a lot of crystals and stones in my workings. I do use them in my oils and things like that. But I can't say that there's one particular one. You guys know very well I work very, very closely with moldavite, and that's not really technically a crystal or stone or whatever, but be that as it may, I also work very, very closely with selenite. Uh, so those are my absolute two favorites. But during quarantine or not, those are my absolute two favorites. Because uh, selenite gives me so much. I can use it, stir things with. I use larger pieces, such as I have here, back here, uh, for purification and for protection. So, and moldavite, well, moldavite just rocks it. I mean, which, is that a pun? But anyway, anyway, okay, number three. Have you done any spells during quarantine, and what were they? I have done more spells than I can shake a stick at. And one was very, very sad, and didn't go very well. Not the spell, but all I can say is I was contacted a little bit too late. Um, unfortunately. Um, and I'm going to be doing, actually, I'm going to be doing a release spell later today for that. And I can't say any more about that. I have done an uncrossing spell that, uh, from my understanding, has gone very, very well. And I'm so thankful. And I hope they're thankful too. And I'm with my uncrossing spell, I keep going with that every single morning that I go into ritual because I want absolutely every single thing that has gone maybe not to their liking or gone awry or however you want to put it. Um, I want it to rectify itself and rectify its situation. Now, not everything, of course, this is a little bit of a reading here too, so I'm hoping they're listening. Are you listening? But not everything is going to be put together like you want it to be put together as quickly as you want it. And, I guess you could say that way just in life in general. But things are going to improve. Oh my goodness, things have already started improving. Things are going to continue to improve. Doors are going to start opening. But like I've told you before, it just depends on which road you take. Now, if at any point in time you get to that point where you see, oh, do I take this road? Do I not? I don't know. Email me, email me, and just get some feedback from me. I absolutely never mind if you shoot me an email, and if I can get it as quickly, as possible, I'll do my very, very best, and I'll be happy to help you. So uh, just know that I'm still working the uncrossing. Things are still going to continue to unfold, but it's it's going to take a little while. You know, things don't necessarily happen overnight. Although I have to say some of it did. But anyway, oh my gosh. And there's actually another spell that I'm working. It's for a court case. It's actually for an ongoing court thing. And although I can't say that I'm super, super keen about the delay, I can also look at it another way. I can also look at it, it gives me a little bit more time to be manipulative and things like that. So, I know you guys probably are a little bit discouraged because of the delay, but that might work to your advantage. Okay, but yes, I've been doing spells, and heaven forbid the companies and or people who cross me now. Oh my gosh, I got too much time on my hands, but I'll try to be good. I'll try to behave. I promise I will try to behave. Okay, number four. Number four. Most listened to song, artist, or music during quarantine. Well, I'm working from home, so I really don't have the opportunity to crank it up, and and plus I've got a really old couple living next door to me, and the guy across from me, although he's probably younger than I am, you know so I'm kind of in a fishbowl, so I can't really crank it up. But I can tell you, when I do get out in the car and go, that's when I crank it up, because I just absolutely, I I don't want to hear, maybe some of the things that's going on in my head. And when I'm driving, I have a little bit of downtime and things start popping into my head. And anything, so as far as music, artists, anything I can bang my head to, absolutely. I like Tool, um, any kind of like really, really hard, I'm going to listen to. And I mean, I do like, calmer music too. Uh, but right now I seem to need the extra, energy stimulation. So there's not any one single artist, because I mean, I go right from, as far as my memory, fond memories and songs I know, I go right from the late 50s, very early 60s up to now. So there you go. I mean, Iron Butterfly, Cream, Smashing Pumpkins, Tool, I mean, you name it. And I mean, Anyway, but um, number 5, your favorite go-to food during quarantine. I don't have a favorite go-to food during quarantine. I've actually been doing, and really for food for me during quarantine has not changed. I've never, ever, like if I'm having a bad day at work or if I'm really super busy or whatever, and I think that I don't have time to cook, I'm just simply not one to go through the drive-through, pick up a burger or chicken or uh, whatever, and eat fast food. I mean, fast food is, uh, but I don't do fast food. I mean, even the last time I went up to the Hollow, I didn't want to stop from here to there, so I made sandwiches for myself. I had drinks uh, and things like that. And the whole time I was up there, I mean, I certainly could have gotten in the car and gone and picked up a pizza or something like that, but I just don't. Um, and and again, I find that I prefer my cooking a little bit better than what I can find actually out, and I know what's in it. I mean, last night I had chicken breast and a little bit of a Parmesan sauce with black bean spaghetti. Instead of using flour, they used ground black beans and some fresh green beans steamed, and that was dinner for me. So my the only really decadent, indulgent thing, and you guys know I'm decadent and indulgent anyway. I'm gonna have my beer. I'm gonna have my chocolate, and that's not going to change. That hasn't changed. But the only thing that has changed as far as my food, maybe mid-morning. Of course, I have breakfast like insanely early, of course, because I wake up insanely early. But usually about mid-morning, I'll have with my coffee uh, a couple of like sugar-free cookies. Although now, if I eat them, what am I going to do? Because from my understanding, they're all sold out at the store. Oh my gosh. But that's been my indulgence, is a couple of sugar-free cookies mid-morning. That's the excitement of my day. Oh my gosh. There you go. Nothing's changed. I still have my chocolate daily. Um, how many rolls of toilet paper do you have left? I wouldn't tell anybody that for anything. That's like asking someone in this situation, how many guns do you have and how much ammo do you have left? I would not let go of that information for anything. No, absolutely not. I have enough. How about that? I have enough. Um, let's see. Number 7. Number 7, how are you mentally holding up? Can you guess? No, no, I'm actually really doing super, super fine. It's Friday, yay. So I'm really thrilled. Mentally, uh, I mean, I think I'm okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? But no, I really mentally, I'm doing okay. I have a little bit of frustrations. They're trying to do business, and if you guys have watched earlier my Cheers and Jeers, you know how mentally, how sometimes I'm mad, and then sometimes companies will redeem themselves. So mentally, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. But I'm just the type of person, I am never, ever bored. So even, and I've always been like this, even when, it's raining outside and, you think, oh, I'm going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs. I've always got something to do. I'm always physically up, moving about, doing something. And if I can't get out in the yard and do something, then I will find some kind of trouble to get into in the house. So, uh, you know, number 8, quarantine hobbies, question mark, or did you gain one? Well, No, because I have not gained any quarantine hobbies. I have, and I did share it with you guys maybe a week or so ago. I had a little bit of a fling with my Mod Podge. But you know, the thing is, I've been meaning to do this probably now for a month or so. So a lot of things that I've been needing to do, I've been kind of catching up on, and especially if it's been inside, because not only has it been quarantine, but it's been raining. I mean, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. I go outside, go up front, do this, that, and the other. And walking on the lawn, it's sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. And that's like 2 days without rain, and my ground is still saturated. So, yeah, and I think it's going to rain again. I looked outside earlier today, and I'm seeing dark clouds, and I'm going, oh, please, no, no. Uh, but quarantine hobbies, I honestly stay so busy that I'm just simply to the point where I am catching up on things inside. And one of the things I wanted to get done for April, and I was all poised, I was poised and ready to strike. And that was to go and get a few things out of my storage unit that I have, that I've deemed that I'm going to sell off. And obviously I'm not going to have a garage sale. I thought April's the perfect month to do it. It's not too hot, not too cold. Not going to happen. So, so there, everything sits in the storage. So I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe fall. Uh, I don't. At this point, I'm not really sure. Number 9, have I read any good books during quarantine? I really haven't, sat down and read any good books. I take the books that I do have, and if I feel that I have had a connection with them, I will take them out and, maybe look through them and go, okay, let me see if I can delve into that a little bit deeper. Um, Certainly a lot of magazines have arrived in the mail, and I've looked through them and I've gone, oh my goodness, Martha, you put me to shame. And I just want to put that one away. But I pick them up. But again, I'm not one to just sit and read a book through. I'm too physically, I want to get up, move, and stay moving. But yeah, I pick up, but not any one specific one. Okay. Number 10, last one, my most lit incense during quarantine. Well, I do love sandalwood in absolutely every single way, in every single fashion, whether it be a soap. I have actually a spray oil that I just love for my body. And I, of course, use sandalwood a lot. But what I've been doing is I've been actually burning my spring incense blend here that I made, and I actually made on a video and put it together. I've got it going here now, and what I have here now is I have some of my sage spray, and to wet it, I pour a little bit of this in there, and of course, it's just smelling marvelous. But I believe it was yesterday, I put a little bit of a video of Smokey, my rescue, outside in a wee bit of violets, and I've added some of the violets to it. Of course, I absolutely added some to my Hecate altar and gave that as an offering this morning as well too. But I've actually been burning this quite a bit, and I find that sage has actually, for me, it's very calming. Just the aroma of sage, it's very, very calming, and all of the elements that's in this spring equinox blend helps to calm me. And I've discussed it with you guys before, when I change the sheet on my bed, I will use my sage spray or whatever spray, or my Marie Laveau water, and I will spray on my bed. And then when I make up my bed and when it's done and done, I'll spray just a wee bit of it on top, and it's just a wonderful, marvelous, wonderful thing. But you may find during this quarantine that you, of course, have time on your hands. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you're really, really super busy, but you may find that you are able to make some of your own sprays, your incense blends, and things like that. And I absolutely encourage you to do that. If you already have everything that you need in your apothecary to put together, and again, it's not only the ingredients that you're putting together, you're putting your intentions together. So I'm making, actually, and for the last year, I make all of my own cleaners, as far as like scrubbing my bathtub and scrubbing my bathroom, my floor washes, uh, and even my laundry soap. I make absolutely all of my own cleaners and soaps and things like that. The only thing that I'm not making is my dishwashing soap for the sink, and my dishwashing powder for the dishwasher. And that's the only couple of things that I don't make. Um, but I absolutely encourage you guys, if you want to get in there and start putting things together, whether it be a floor wash, and I mean, by rights during this time, you should be wiping down your door frames and your doors and all of your surfaces and things like that. And heavens knows, I've been, it's honestly how I've always lived. I've always kept a very, very, not only like clean house, like as far as cleaning is concerned, but a spiritually clean house, because I, of the way I do practice, and I do practice a lot. And I find that I have to do a spiritual, physical cleanse for myself. I do the same for my house. So now is an honestly perfect time to start putting things together, wiping doors and frames down, and things like that. And even in your car, if you can take a little bit of sage spray and wipe it all through your car, you'll find that that will help too. Uh, I want to thank you guys so much for indulging me. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the day, rest of the weekend. Merry part. And I absolutely so hope to merry meet again. Goodbye, guys.